Let's talk Ole Miss recruiting. The Rebels, they're working to cash in on an electric atmosphere on Saturday. Oxford was absolutely buzzing after that big win over Georgia, and now we're talking recruit impact. So we got a couple guys on Flip Watch. Offensive lineman Devin Harper, cornerback Dante Core, and wide receiver, the 5-star committed to Alabama, Caleb Cunningham. Let's start with LSU commit Devin Harper on that offensive line. Didn't hear a whole lot coming into the visit about him, but hearing a whole lot coming out of it.
Yeah, we didn't talk much about him on the Recruit Reaction show, Josh, but I do think that that Ole Miss is very much in the mix for the LSU commit. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were ultimately able to get the spatula out and flip the 4-star from Shreveport. Now, LSU battling to keep him in the fold, but there is some momentum around the Rebels. You got a chance to hang out with several guys already committed to Ole Miss. There's a camaraderie there, likes the direction of the program, the opportunity. Ole Miss is very real in that one.
All right. Now, Dante Core committed to Auburn. Auburn looking to flip some corners. Dante Core looking to maybe flip out of that class. Why do you like Ole Miss here?
Well, talking to multiple sources about that recruitment, Dante Core is trending heavily to Ole Miss. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not already in an Ole Miss class, currently ranked number 19 by the time this video actually posts on the On3 Recruits channel. Hit like and subscribe. But Dante Core back at Ole Miss this weekend was already trending towards the Rebels before the game, I'm told. And then obviously they go out there and dominate Georgia to the tune of 28-10, only give up 240 yards of offense or so. I think he loved it, and I expect him to be in Ole Miss's class.
All right, let's get to the headliner of the weekend. 5-star wide receiver Caleb Cunningham. We knew he was going to have a fun time in Oxford. We didn't know that by the time the visit ended, he would be trending to Ole Miss. Steve, you put in a pick. Chad Simmons put in a flip pick. Explain the intel behind Caleb Cunningham trending from Alabama to Ole Miss.
One of the headliners, so stay locked in, Ole Miss fans, as we continue to talk about this huge recruiting weekend. But yes, we've loved the way this has been trending for Ole Miss. This was his third visit to Oxford for a game this fall, and they were all planned in the preseason. When he visited for the opener, that 76-0 win, I had reported after that to expect him back for the Oklahoma games and the Georgia games. Still has his official visit in play if he needs it to Ole Miss. But Ole Miss, the offense, the opportunity to play early, the way Lane Kiffin gets the ball to his playmakers, the reception he gets when he's on campus, the autographs he signs, the pictures he takes, he feels all the love from Ole Miss. And I think ultimately he'll don that uniform and play for the Rebels.
All right, if Caleb Cunningham was headliner A, then let's get to headliner B. Steve, what are you hearing on quarterback Duce Knight, who flipped to Auburn from Notre Dame in October, but he's from Lucedale, Mississippi, and was on campus to watch Ole Miss beat Georgia? What are your sources saying on Duce Knight?
Well, I think it's still an uphill battle for Ole Miss, but he's listening to the Rebels, gets back on campus this weekend, spends time with Coach Kiffin, Coach Weiss, the commits on campus, and Ole Miss isn't going to go away on the coveted in-state quarterback. I think it's the only 25 quarterback they'd consider taking this cycle. We'll see if he can get back to campus. I'm expecting him at Auburn for the next 2 Tigers home games.
Okay.
Maybe he can get to the Egg Bowl. I don't know. Right now, Ole Miss still fighting the good fight with him and guys like the nation's number 4 edge rusher Jared Smith, who's also committed to Auburn and visiting. I think those are both uphill battles for Ole Miss right now. But, hey, you keep swinging and you don't know where those conversations lead as the 3-day early signing period continues or gets closer.
Jared Smith, a really intriguing name, one of the best edge prospects in America from the state of Alabama, committed to Auburn right here on the On3 Recruits channel. But he's been looking around. Who do you think's more of a threat right now, South Carolina or Ole Miss to flip Jared Smith?
Well, I've been hearing more about South Carolina. He's going to be on the Gamecocks campus for a second time this fall for the Missouri game this weekend. Huge one in Williams-Brice Stadium. And I thought there were times where South Carolina led. Auburn got the momentum from them late in the summer and got him committed. He's been to Auburn a ton this fall as well. Going to be a tough flip for anybody, but Ole Miss has always been in the top 3. And again, no better weekend to be on the Rebels campus than this past one, the biggest win of the Lane Kiffin era. And they won 11 games last year, Josh. That was the best season in Ole Miss football history. They're trying to trump that this year as the top 10 program pushes towards the college football playoff.
Unbelievable weekend for Ole Miss fans. Talk to us in the comment section below. Let us know, how is your hangover doing? And also, which flip targets are going to sign with Ole Miss? Let us know, comment section below.